I'm delighted to be able to come to this meeting of the North-South Roundtable and to be surrounded by friends. And I'd like to thank Nasheesh for her very kind introduction. It's nice to see on the platform here old friends like Bunny, Mary, Richard, and of course many there. I think about the only characteristic that Bunny shares with John Foster Dulles is brinkmanship. So when I told her that I'll have to leave at 10:30, she thought there was no problem in beginning at 10. and I'm afraid you will see me beating the retreat at 10:30 because I have to catch a 12 o'clock flight to go to Washington to attend the meeting that begins there just at 1:30. So my life is totally impossible. So forgive me for that piece of inadvertent rudeness. I think the North-South Roundtable is an initiative that I've greatly admired for a long time, but from a distance. And I think perhaps I should say one or two words about why that distance was there. Of course, my friends like Mahbub Haq have been spared no effort to get me strongly involved. I have to confess that my reluctance was not just connected with the basic recognition that I am not the round table type, but also I had some difficulty in grasping that chatting around the round table could make such a difference to hard and institutionally unjust world in which we live. This is not anything against chatting. I'm a great believer in global dialogue. I may be one of the few persons who actually believe that despite the wrong rhetoric and often wrong diagnosis of the anti-globalization movement, it's a false story. But it isn't a round table, it's a confrontational discussion. I think there is a difference there. The question is to what extent a roundtable discussion of a civilized kind can make a difference. But I've been kept informed by my friends, including, of course, Mahbub himself, whom I missed greatly since 1998. And I can see that the basic approach can help us to some practical changes as well, if, that's what the large if, our actions are effectively directed at influencing those who control the decisional apparatus in the world. The comparison of the round table with utopian thought with which I began is not meant to be entirely pejorative. It is in fact rather instructive to follow the analogy. I know that it's hard to dissociate the idea of the utopia from some grand mission that is not achievable right now. There's a strong sense of difficulty there, combined of course with an inspiring vision within the very notion. But the utopia, we must see, is also a practical and constructive idea. Thomas More, who made the idea of utopia famous through his book called Utopia, published in 1516, guided us in the right direction in forcefully drawing attention to what is so positive in utopian thought. He used the book, I remind you it's a satire, to bring out the faults in the existing systems of government by presenting the vision of an alternative that may or may not be instantly achievable. It is not instantly achievable, but which could still guide people straight away about the direction in which change calls for. And More also recognized that once the utopian vision becomes realizable and close to being realized, there would be the need to ensure the survival of that vision and the wisdom it contains. It's particularly good that sustainability is one of the principal concerns of the North-South Roundtable in general.